Yo, what's good? Big Z here, back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make this. So the song is called I Wanna Know by NOTD, a Swedish duo who just scored their first big hit single. It has like 75 million plays on Spotify or something. Let's jump right into how I made this remake. As always, all the MIDI files and serum patches will be linked down below. I know the main vocal chop doesn't sound exactly like the original song, but that's because I don't have the original acapella to make the vocal chop out of. So I just downloaded this one vocal sound off Splice that sounds like this. So I sampled that sound and added a bunch of effects to make it sound like the original. I added some little alter boy to change the pitch and the formant. Then I have some compression on there. After that, some distortion with the CLA effects plugin. Then I have this crazy looking EQ just to get rid of some frequencies around 2500 Hertz, boost some highs, and get rid of some mids. After all that processing, it sounds like this. And you're going to want to go into the pitch bend section of whatever DAW you're using and pitch bend some of these notes. So these pitch bends just give the sound more movement and life. I layered that with the same exact sample, and the only thing I changed this time is the pitch isn't up 12 semitones anymore, and I changed the formant down a little bit. And that sits low in the mix just to give a nice layer to that main vocal chop. So what gives the sound its groove is that it's not in normal 4/4 time, it's in 6/4 time. So how you can make sure your MIDI gets this kind of groove is you can change the grid size. So normally the grid looks like this, where there's 16 16th notes every bar. But you're going to want to change that so there's 12 16th notes every bar. That way your chords line up here on this new grid and it gives it that swing sound. Now for the main chords, there's 3 layers. So the layers kind of bounce off each other. This main sound is 2 oscillators. It's 2 saw waves. In oscillator A, the saw wave is slightly bent to the left. To give it that brassy sound, you're going to use the envelope to widen the detune every time the chord is played. Oscillator B is also a saw wave at the same octave, except this time it's being pushed way wider with the detune with the same envelope. The envelope is also controlling the cutoff of this filter here, and it's also controlling the level of the noise oscillator. Here's the EQ I have on that synth. A lot of saw chords have some annoying frequencies around 3000 or 3500 Hertz, especially in serum, so you're going to want to get rid of those with an EQ. The second layer, everything is the exact same except you're only using oscillator A. The bend plus or minus is moved a little bit to the other side, and it's an octave above the first layer. There's some more powerful chords that are hitting on some of the quarter notes here. So that is just another saw wave, except this time the envelope is open all the way. Here's the EQ I have on that sound. They definitely used a real guitar for this, but I added this muted guitar sample just to fill out the song, give it its rhythmic background. There's 3 bass layers. Here's what they all sound like. So for this I wanted a real guitar sound, so I used Nexus E-Bass 1 for the first layer. The second layer is just a high layer to give it even more of a real bass sound, and that would be using E-Bass 4 with the EQ with the lows cut out. Then I just have a standard sub layer, just a standard sine sub. Put all that together and you got this. That's pretty much it for this one. Go follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with what I'm doing. You can check out my own music on Spotify below too. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.